Morena Prudo, a name that echoes through the alleys of Kakin, whispered in fear and reverence. A name whispered in fear, a name that carries the weight of countless sorrows and untold stories. A woman forged in the fires of suffering, her spirit unyielding, her resolve like tempered steel. Born under the iron fist of Kakin's monarchy, she knew only hardship. The palace loomed over her life, a constant reminder of her place in the world. The streets were her classroom, poverty her teacher. Every corner, every shadow, a lesson in survival. Life was cheap in the lower districts, the air was thick with despair, and hope was a rare commodity. Every day a struggle for survival. Morena learned quickly. Trust no one. Rely on yourself. In a world where betrayal lurked around every corner, she became her own guardian. Claw your way up or be trampled underfoot. She fought tooth and nail, her spirit unbroken despite the odds. A single incident shattered her innocence, a moment that would forever change the course of her life. She witnessed the brutal oppression of the royal guard. Their merciless actions left an indelible mark on her soul. Their cruelty, the casual disregard for human life, it ignited a fire in her soul. A fire that would not be easily extinguished, a burning desire for vengeance, a relentless drive to right the wrong she had witnessed, to bring justice to those who had none. Morena's rage found an outlet, Nen. This mysterious and powerful force became the vessel for her deepest emotions, channeling her anger and pain into something tangible, something she could control. A power coursing through her veins, it was as if her very blood had been infused with raw energy, making her feel invincible and unstoppable. It responded to her pain, twisting it into a weapon. Every ounce of suffering she endured was converted into strength, a dark and formidable power that she wielded with precision. Hers was a specialist ability, rare and terrifying, contract and domination. This unique Nen ability allowed her to forge unbreakable bonds, contracts that could not be defied. She could bind people to her will, manipulating their actions and thoughts as if they were mere puppets on strings, force them to obey her every command. Her influence was absolute, leaving no room for rebellion or dissent. Her Nen created a hierarchy, a structured system where everyone had their place and she stood at the very top, the undisputed leader. The more she trusted an individual, the more autonomy they received. Trust was a rare commodity, and those who earned it found themselves with greater freedom and responsibility, but disobey her and face the consequences. Punishment was swift and severe, a reminder of the cost of betrayal. This power became her shield and her sword. It protected her from harm and allowed her to strike down her enemies with unrelenting force. She built a network of loyal followers, each one bound to her by the invisible threads of her Nen. Each bound to her, their lives forfeit to her will. They were more than followers, they were extensions of her power, living embodiments of her control. Morena, the girl who had nothing, now held the strings of countless lives. She had transformed her pain into power, her rage into control, and in doing so, she had become a force to be reckoned with. Deep within the bowels of the Black Whale, a tense meeting took place. Morena Prudo, a viper in an elegant gown, sat across from Prince Borksen. The air crackled with Nen, a silent battle of wills. She laid out a deck of cards. Each card represented a member of the succession war, their fates intertwined, their destinies uncertain. Morena's game was manipulation. She sought to control the players, to orchestrate the outcome. Borksen, however, was no mere pawn. He possessed a sharp mind, hidden behind a facade of apathy. He saw through Morena's charade, recognizing the danger she posed. Section 4. The Prince's Potential. Borksen's Untapped Power. Morena saw potential in Borksen, his lineage, his cunning, and most importantly his Nen. He was a specialist, like her, his ability shrouded in mystery. A dangerous combination. She offered him a deal, an alliance, a sharing of power, but Borksen hesitated. He understood the price of such bargains. To be bound to Morena was to surrender a part of yourself. He saw the desperation in her eyes, the fear masked by her confidence. Morena craved control, but even her Nen couldn't predict the chaos of the succession war. Section 5. The Black Whale. A ship of secrets and lies. This vessel, a floating city of steel and secrets, carried with it the hopes, dreams, and fears of countless souls. Each deck, each cabin, a microcosm of intrigue and mystery. The Black Whale sailed on, a steel behemoth slicing through the turbulent waters. Its journey was fraught with danger, both from the elements and from within. The waves crashed against its hull, but the true storm raged inside. Beneath its surface, a maelstrom of intrigue churned. Secrets whispered in the dark, and every shadow seemed to hide a potential threat. The depths of the ocean mirrored the depths of deception aboard. Martial law held the passengers hostage, fear and paranoia festering in equal measure. Every glance was scrutinized, every word weighed. Trust was a rare commodity, and suspicion was the currency of the day. The Succession War was a crucible, testing the limits of ambition and morality. Battles erupted without warning, and alliances were as fragile as glass. Each confrontation was a test of will, a measure of one's resolve. Alliances shifted like sand, betrayals lurked around every corner. No one was safe. Friends could become foes in an instant, and the line between ally and enemy was blurred beyond recognition. Not even a spider in her web. The most cunning and calculating minds found themselves ensnared in their own traps, victims of their own machinations. Marina Prudo, for all her power, was just another player in this deadly game. Her strategies, though formidable, were constantly challenged by the unpredictable nature of her adversaries. And as the black whale sailed towards the unknown, one question lingered. Who would survive the voyage? The horizon held many secrets, and the journey ahead promised to reveal the true nature of every soul on board.